Nasty when considering a gold mine. Picture arid mountains, would you? Powerful gears and a mountain of filth, delish as well. However, considering the work of Parker, he didn't haphazardly enter the realm of gold mining. Rather, he nearly grew up in it, fueled by an enduring family tradition and an unstoppable determination. The path that Parker has taken has been just remarkable. However, the major question is this: to what extent is his wealth the result of his own efforts, and how much of it is based on real wealth? Together, we can discover even though Parker Schneebel didn't have a magic formula for success, he did inherit something priceless. The birth of the gold mining spirit in Hannah's, Alaska on July 22, 1994. It didn't take long for Parker to get the gold bug. His legendary grandfather, Father John Schneebel, had already made a name for himself in the mining world when Parker was born. At the tender age of 16, Parker embarked on his quest to make his own mark in the mining world by claiming Porcupine Creek in Alaska. It all started with a young lad, a pickaxe, and an idea. Parker, though, wasted no time demonstrating that he wasn't merely tinkering with mining, he was serious about winning. So, what was it about Parker that set him apart? Not only did he inherit the necessary equipment and expertise from his grandfather, but he also possessed an innate talent. Even though he was still quite young, Parker had a natural talent for discovering prospective gold veins when no one else could. This allowed him to stay ahead of the curve when most miners struggled to recognize prospects. In the years that followed, Parker's career skyrocketed, and he became a household name because of his appearances on reality shows like Gold Rush. Over the years, he had accumulated a wealth of mining expertise. A young man who had learned the ropes, made mistakes, and found out how to overcome them. This was not an adolescent dabbling at gold mining. After that, not only did Parker Schneebel become the youngest successful mine operator in the history of the show, but he also demonstrated incredible leadership and innovation skills during his time in the gold rush. He transformed a small crew into a formidable force, all while navigating the unique challenges of mining in one of the most unpredictable environments on Earth. His leadership abilities extended beyond team management to include a deep understanding of mining science and its application to overcome extreme conditions. Aside from his natural mining ability, Parker's personality, perseverance, and dogged pursuit of success were major factors in his rising stardom on the show. One of the most adored people in reality television thanks to his ability to win over fans and viewers. However, the key issue is this. Given his celebrity and the wealth he has amassed, how much is Parker truly worth? Plus, is there a way to put a price on all his efforts other than money? First, the fundamentals. Parker Schneebel started off as a youngster, and now he's worth an estimated $8 million. That's a lot of zeros, isn't it? However, that is not all. Gold mining wasn't the only source of wealth for Parker. In fact, he's far from being a miner. He is an innovator, entrepreneur, and businessman. Parker's fortune is derived from a variety of sources. In addition to his involvement in the gold rush's mining operations, he has a talent for creating opportunities. This is demonstrated by his forays into the jewelry, clothing, and real estate industries. His entrepreneurial spirit and keen eye for profitable investments are helping him build an empire. How does Parker spend his riches, given that he has spread it into different industries? It's not just about having a lot of money and fancy cars. Despite Parker's share of both, his investments revolve around stability. His real estate assets, which include properties in Alaska and the Yukon Territory, are particularly spectacular, and he earns a good penny from vacation rentals. He assures the security of his financial future by diversifying his capital across many sectors. But for the moment, let's return to the gold. It's not the quantity of gold that Parker Schneebel has extracted from the ground, but rather his method that is most remarkable. Gold mining is both an art and a science. Parker, however, didn't merely adhere to the conventional wisdom. Rather, he devised novel approaches that increased productivity and revenue. What really makes him stand out is his exceptional ability to combine instinct with preparation and execution. Regarding the question of how much gold he has mined, however, that's definitely not public knowledge. Successful gold miners like Parker typically keep their production numbers secret to stay ahead of the competition. Gold Rush's numerical values are only partial truths. The real work that Parker did on the field, the one thing we do know is that his operations have been extremely lucrative, as he has constantly dug up gold worth millions of dollars. Think again if you consider Parker Schneebel to be just another lucky miner. His achievements extend far beyond the gold rush. Diversifying his portfolio, multi-talented entrepreneur Parker isn't satisfied with merely mining for gold. The precious stones and gold in his jewelry line are of the highest quality. At the same time, his clothing line is perfect for those who love the outdoors and are always on the go. It has long-lasting and fashionable pieces that everyone can wear. Parker is a smart business magnate, and his endeavors show it in his knowledge of customer wants and market trends. But Parker's economic ventures aren't the only thing that showcase his brilliance. The secret to his success is in his ability to spot unexplored niches and opportunities when others may perceive none. Parker has proven time and again that he isn't content to merely mine for gold. Rather, he is determined to succeed in every aspect of his life. His boldness and flexibility have enabled him to amass ever-increasing fortunes. Could not have been accomplished without the wisdom that Parker inherited from his grandpa, John Schneebel. Despite his status as Parker's mentor, the principles of tenacity, commitment, and hard effort were inculcated in him by his mentor. John passed away in 2016, yet Parker never stopped carrying on his grandfather's work. Going back to Porcupine Creek to continue the customs passed down through generations, it was about more than simply the gold. It was about carrying on a family tradition. There has never been an easy road for Parker. Despite facing several obstacles, disappointments, and periods of sadness, Parker has maintained her unwavering resolve. Parker never shied away from the hard labor required to succeed in the gold mining sector, whether it was dealing with equipment problems, negotiating environmental obstacles, or responding to market changes. Parker Schneebel's dedication to safe mining is genuinely outstanding, surpassing his business ability. From water management techniques to reforestation initiatives, he is committed to generating a profit while reducing his influence on the environment. Parker is devoted to making sure his operations are completely eco-friendly. Also, he uses his influence to promote sustainability in the gold mining business, which he believes is crucial. However, his acts of kindness do not end there. With his considerable money and influential connections, Parker is deeply committed to making a positive difference in his community. In addition to being a successful businessman, he is an honest and dedicated individual who works tirelessly to improve his community and the world at large. So, Parker Schneebel's future, who can say what the future holds for him given his insatiable curiosity and boundless energy? Whether he's investigating potential new mining sites or building his corporate empire, Parker shows no signs of slowing down. While he keeps shattering records and expanding the boundaries of what is achievable in the gold mining industry as Gold Rush supporters continue to root for Parker, we can't help but wonder, what's next for Parker Schneebel? Will he continue digging for gold, or will he find success in another industry? We can say with certainty that Parker Schneebel will spearhead the assault into a new era of success, regardless of what happens next. He has shown us that anything is achievable with perseverance, imagination, and hard effort. Who knows, maybe his tale may take an unexpected turn next.